Listen to me now, Chiefs Kingdom. Arrowhead Stadium isn't just a patch of grass in Missouri. It is the hallowed ground of the Red Sea. It is where the Hunt family's vision of excellence was forged in the 60s, where Len Dawson's cool hand guided us, and where the 2026 sun now sets on a season that has tested our very marrow. We stand at a precipice. The standard is a dynasty, but greatness is fragile. We saw it this year, 6-11, a sobering reality that hasn't touched one Arrowhead drive in a decade. We lost our general, Patrick Mahomes, to a season-ending ACL and LCL tear in Week 15 against the Chargers. We lost our last 6 games, and for the first time since 2014, the postseason will not run through Kansas City. The throne we've sat upon for 9 consecutive years has been usurped. But even in the silence of a cold January at Arrowhead, the heart of this team still beats. We are looking at an AFC West that has shifted on its axis, and today we go deep into the lab to see if the kingdom can reclaim its crown or if the Red Sea is about to be parted for good. But before we go into the lab and break down the tape, you need to join the kingdom ranks, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let your voice be heard in the comments. Is the kingdom still the gold standard, or is the throne sliding? I'm reading every single one of your takes. Chiefs Kingdom, this is a somber hour. For the first time in 10 years, we are watching the playoffs from the couch. 6-11. Let that sink in. The Lamar Hunt legacy, the Arrowhead mystique, it all felt invincible until this year. We went 1-9 in one-score games. 1-9. That is a statistical anomaly that screams regression to the mean. While we were bleeding out in the final minutes, the Denver Broncos were doing exactly what we used to do, winning ugly. Denver snapped our 9-year divisional run with a 14-3 record, winning 11 one-score games. Sean Payton's squad rode the rookie contract of Bo Nix to the #1 seed in the AFC. They won at Arrowhead for the first time since 2015 on Christmas night. That is a stain on the flag, and it happened because our general was on the shelf and we were forced to start a third stringer. But let's talk about the 2026 horizon, because that is where the war will be won. Everything hinges on the availability of number 15. Patrick Mahomes is 30 years old, and he's rehabbing a torn ACL and LCL. Dr. Dan Cooper performed the surgery in Dallas back in December. The timeline is 9 months, which puts him right at the doorstep of Week 1 in September. But rehab isn't a straight line. It's a grind. It's one of the toughest mental challenges an athlete can face. Without Mahomes, this roster is in flux. Brett Veach and Andy Reid are facing the most compelling offseason of their careers. Do we reshape the defense? Do we double down on the youth movement? I'm hearing whispers from the trenches. One unnamed AFC West executive told me the Chiefs are a wounded lion. If Mahomes isn't 100% by October, that division belongs to the Broncos for the next 3 years. A source inside the facility at One Arrowhead Drive muttered, "The locker room is quiet, but there's a slow burn. They saw Denver celebrating on our turf. That's being used as fuel for the entire rehab process." And another league insider was even blunter. The Raiders are a dumpster fire, but the Chargers, if Jim Harbaugh gets his tackles back, they are the real threat to Kansas City's comeback. Tactical deep dive, chalkboard time. Why did we fail this year? It wasn't just the injuries, it was the schematic adjustments. Spagnuolo's simulated pressure looks, which used to baffle QBs, were figured out because our secondary couldn't hold the shell long enough. We saw a 2026 defensive shell adjustment where teams were playing 2 high safeties and daring us to run the ball into a light box, and we couldn't do it consistently. Offensively, without the option route nuances of Travis Kelce being a 100% constant, and with Mahomes sidelined, the 12 personnel mismatch strategies were toothless. In 2026, we have to find a way to punish the split field coverages. We need Xavier Worthy's game-breaking speed that mirrors the legendary Priest Holmes in space to force teams out of those shells. Look at the biographical bridge here. I see Xavier Worthy, and I see the lightning of a young Dante Hall. I see Mahomes' transcendent vision, and I see the cool hand of Len Dawson. But right now, we need the interior devastation of Chris Jones to be the anchor. Jones is our Derek Thomas in the middle. If he can't disrupt the pocket, the 2026 defensive shell will crumble again. And look at our rivals. The Broncos are sitting pretty with Bo Nix on a rookie deal, allowing them to be aggressive in free agency. They're building an elite defense while we are counting pennies and counting days on a rehab clock. The Chargers, they're the what-if team. 11-6, but Justin Herbert is now 0-3 in the playoffs. They lost a heartbreaker to the Patriots because their offensive line was a mash unit. Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, two bookend tackles, went down. If Jim Harbaugh gets those two back in 2026, Herbert won't be the most sacked QB in the league anymore. He'll have the time to carve us up if we don't fix the pass rush. And then there's the Raiders. Oh, the Raiders. Pete Carroll was one and done, fired after a 3-14 disaster. Mark Davis is leaning on Tom Brady now to find a next coach. They have the #1 overall pick, and they're likely taking Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner out of Indiana. Mendoza has the lightning-quick release and the poise to join Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty, but they are a mess. Max Crosby, the heart of that team, vehemently disagreed with being shut down and might be traded. If the Raiders trade Max Crosby, they are officially in a full reset. Chiefs Kingdom, the road back to the top is paved with grit. We are looking at a Denver team that regressed in one-score games, just like we did. They won 11 of them. Statistics say they won't do that again. We went 1-9 in those games. Statistics say we will be the ones winning them next year. But it all comes back to the king. Patrick Mahomes has begun rehab with Julie Freimeyer, the same miracle worker who got him through the high ankle sprain in 2022. We are the Chiefs Kingdom. We are the Red Sea, and we do not surrender the throne easily. We are the standard. We are the dynasty. And come September 2026, when that ball is kicked off at Arrowhead, the rest of the AFC West better be ready for the vengeance of the kingdom. Stay loud, stay proud, and as always, how about those Chiefs?